Hello and welcome to iOSPatech's channel. This is going to be hopefully a series of multiple videos where we're going to teach you the basics of cybersecurity, how to protect yourself, and things you should be on the lookout for. There's a lot of advice that you're going to get. Not all of it is advice that we'd agree with, so we're going to tell you authoritatively the things that we think you should be doing to protect yourself. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. So here we have a demo account that, as you can see, I've set up in Chrome. We've already signed into it, and the whole purpose of this is I'd like to show you how password storage works in Chrome. So the topic for today is going to be passwords, password hygiene. Things that relate to that are, how you're storing your password, where you're storing it, and most importantly, why you shouldn't store it in a browser. And I'm going to make a demo of that here today. So here you can see we've actually registered for our dashboard. So we can take a look at how the actual login process into the dashboard works, right? So here we're already logged in, so I'm going to log out to just show you that process again. So if you click login, Chrome has auto-populated all this information. Now there are two ways that an attacker getting access to your machine would be able to pull this information. So first of all, if I'm already on your machine and I have access at this level, all I need to do really is hit this and I'm able to see the password, right? Um, the the other thing is, and here obviously we can see that we're able to log in, right? So let's just log out real quick. The other thing is there's obviously going to be a place where all of this information is kept. So where is that information kept? So if you click into your little icon up here, right, you'll have this in Chrome, and it doesn't matter whether you have sync enabled or not, that will be stored anyway. So when you have it stored in a password manager like Chrome, it's actually encrypted when it's in Google, but when it's on your computer, it's only encrypted with your computer password. So that encryption is more of a false feeling of security, if anything, because we can actually demonstrate how we can change that. So let's take a look here. Here we can see what our passwords are. Now, when we click to view it, it asks me for my PIN. Now, if I know my information, right, I can just basically enter that in and we can see it in plain text. Now, let's pretend we don't know that information, and I'm just going to very quickly on the other screen, I'm going to pause it for just 1 second. I'm going to change my PIN, and I'm going to resume the video at that point. Okay, so we've changed our PIN, and now I will demonstrate the same thing one more time, right? You're going in here, you're clicking passwords, and you'd like to view the password. Now here's the thing. I changed the PIN, and I'm able to log in, right? So the biggest problem here is that whoever has control of your computer, if they know your password, they can get in. If they don't know your password and they have administrative access, they can change the password on the computer. Now, if you have an attacker that is more interested in doing things in an automated way, and we've seen a lot of malware that does this, what they'll do is they'll actually do one step further. They'll actually take your the Chrome data, right? So there's a folder on every computer that has Chrome, and it's in your app data folder under local Google Chrome user data, and it's called default. Now, if you go in here, there is a file called login data. Now, if you take this file and you move it to wherever you need to, it's effectively moving your password database. So this is the biggest problem, right? Exporting this file, very easy. If they have your password, very easy. If they need your password, there's actually malware that'll combine both. So the main problem is no matter how secure your passwords are, if you're storing them in Chrome, they're very vulnerable. Not because Chrome is a bad browser. It's a great browser, but there's a difference between a browser and a tool for storing passwords. And the main thing that you need to have when you're storing passwords is, one, it needs to be zero knowledge encryption. What that means is you know the password, but wherever you're storing it, they're just storing your data. So they're storing encrypted data, but you hold the key. This is the same concept that applies to a safety deposit box in a bank, right? You have a safety deposit box, but you have a key. The bank holds the box, right? So all of their security applies to that box, but without having access to that key, they can't open the box for you, right? Same idea applies here. It's just applied digitally. So without zero knowledge, without zero knowledge encryption, any encryption that you're applying to a password manager, a password database, it's not enough because you need to have that component where you're the only one that can get into your password store. Think of a password manager as an encrypted notebook that is being stored inside of a safety deposit box, right? So you're the only one who has the key, you're the only one that can open it. It doesn't really matter where it's stored as long as it's stored in a safe place, right? You don't want to leave it just laying around. So with that, that's our topic for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Our goal is to keep these videos very short, cover one topic, give you a rough idea of what we're talking about. And if you have any further questions, please comment or write to us, and we'd be happy to answer them.